This is a video on improvising on the 4-bar measure from measure 21. Now the original in whole notes starts off is a F major 7 chord to a diminished chord, and these are basically diminished, or at least having some of the characteristic intervals within the chords. This matter of characteristic intervals just simply can't be emphasized strongly enough. Otherwise, you're just wondering what on earth is Bach doing. And this particular 4-bar segment is very complex. Okay. Now, what we have here is, first of all, a tritone. Well, that could be then a dominant with a minor 9. Could be, yeah. Maybe you can say probably because of that tritone. Now, D has a root, a missing root here, goes to G. What do we have here? If we do call this a G, we're expecting a major third, which we have. We don't have a minor 7th. Now, we can put in a minor 7th, because remember, this is improvisation on this 4-bar section. Now, what we've got here is 2 E flats, and E flats could be called the minor 13. Okay, so we can then change the E flat up to F because you've got the minor 13 on top. Boy, if that isn't, if Bach didn't invent jazz, one wonders. Now then, the next bar does contain the F as the minor 7th, and the A flat. If you consider that indeed this is G dominant, then indeed you do have the minor 7th and the major 3rd, and the 5th, and the minor 9th on the bottom, which then moves down into the G dominant. Now, one little thing about the minor 9th on the bottom of the chord. If you take a diminished 7th chord, any kind of, so you can move any one of these notes down a half a step, and you have a dominant. Now, take this one down a half step. You've got a D flat dominant. Take this down a half step, and you have an E dominant. Take this down a half step and you've got a G dominant. So how is it done? By regarding each of these tones as a minor 9th. This is then a minor 9th to the B flat dominant. Okay? So the minor 9th on the bottom, or what do we have here? To C sharp. This doesn't really matter. It's just that you're moving here. Let's put the F here. So the minor 9th down to the G dominant. Anyway, that's just it as a way of explaining. So if you have the G flat on the bottom, if you have the G flat on top, now this could be like the 5th of the G, with this being the minor ninth. That could be the seventh, the minor seventh of the dominant, and the minor ninth into the dominant with the seventh on the bottom, going ahead. Now that makes for a very interesting progression. Now add the D if you want to or not. What Bach is doing here, of course, is bringing the bass up by half step. And that measure 23 is, for some odd reason, missing in several editions. I have one edition with it missing. I have the Bach original with it there. So I'm putting it here, of course. So G, minor 7, 5th, 6th, minor 6th. Now the minor 6th, we don't generally call it a minor 6th because it's a color tone. So we put it up above. Whoa, isn't that a gorgeous chord? Okay? So we have that as a possibility. And then the minor ninth on the bottom into the dominant. Okay? Your job is to take the bottom note as a single note. And then resolving that. Let's do that once more. Now we're going to take that up. Let's eliminate here because then it's duplicated. And into the dominant. Put the ninth on here if you wish. Again, you can do whatever you wish. Okay, let's try that again. With or without the ninth. That makes a pretty progression based upon these 4 bars. Now let's put the third on the bottom. Huh. Possible? No. Let's just go directly to putting the root in on that 22nd bar. We got the minor ninth, 1, 3, 5, 7, minor 9 into the dominant with the minor 13th, and then into the dominant minor 9, which we have here, and then just simply resolve it. And your 5th is in the bottom part of the G dominant instead of the root. Work with that, taking each of those chord tones in your left hand, single note, and then putting your chord in the right hand. Second thing, all right, now start here. Let's bring that up here. Let's do this. Oh. Okay, there's your F sharp. We don't have the D. Could put it there, couldn't we? Aha. You see, I'm doing this strictly improvisation right now. I don't have it written out at all. Okay, once more. Now then, to a G dominant with a, what? A flat. There you go. That's what we're looking for. And then that G, the minor ninth resolving into the root here. Okay, once more. minor ninth, resolve it. Ooh, that's nice, isn't it? Into the G. Then resolve your minor ninths. Do you see the possibilities here just simply by changing either the position? Generally, this is a position, and we can call that, for instance here, the position of the major seventh, the position of the root, the position of the third, the fifth, the seventh, and so on. Then these are the inversions. All right, F major 7, F major 7, but you see, that definitely is minor. You need that F in there. And then if you go to the D, and then anticipate that you don't need to put the minor ninth on the very bottom. There it is, right up there on. And so on. Those are your possibilities, working with different positions and different inversions. This is an enormously valuable learning tool to do this, to work with these two areas here, changing your position, your inversion. Work at it, because the rest of it will not be that difficult. This is a particularly difficult and complex 4-bar section. Enjoy. Talk to you later.